Hello. Welcome to Make Up Your Mind with Natasha LaFay. Today is officially wash day. My first washing since getting my locks installed. I'm just about at the 1 month mark. And just looking at my hair, my scalp hasn't been dry. It hasn't been itching too much. Because I haven't been putting anything on my hair. I learned my lesson 2 weeks in about the edge control, but I haven't been putting anything on my hair since that 2 week mark. So I don't have any build up. So my hair has been holding up well. I think it's starting to look thicker. We'll see kind of after washing what the shrinkage will look like. But I am going to be using the Sisterlock Shampoo as well as the rubber bands in my Sisterlocks kit to braid and band my hair during this process. So yeah, let's take a look at my hair and then we will get started. Here are my locks. I got some so I had a ponytail from the beginning, but I do think that looks a little tiny bit fuller. So we will see how this process of braiding and banding goes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but even if it does, we still gonna do it. I need to get some actual banana clips. Right now I'm using these little silver ones so I can properly divide up my hair. I'll show you guys how my consultant told me to braid and band my hair, and then I will just zoom through the rest. So basically making sure that there is enough room to fit my finger. I don't know if you guys can see that, but making sure that the braid is tight from that space, just like in washing there, but making sure that it's tight after that so I don't have any bunching or slippage. One thing she did say is usually when you are braiding your hair, if you find that one has a little less in it, you may borrow from another section. Don't do that because it's gonna make it more difficult when it's time to take them down. Let's see. Hopefully that makes it a little easier to see. Try and braid it down as far as possible. Oh, my curly's in there. This can, especially if you have a lot of hair, can be tedious, but my consultant told me that I need to braid and band my hair for at least a year when I wash it or when I'm around water. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So now that I have my braid, I'm going to flip it where just the braid part is in there and not my curly ends. And we're going to band. I have not done any type of styling on my hair since I got my hair locked. So this will be my first braid out. So I will keep the braids in until my hair is dry. Oh, my eyes are itchy. Okay, so that, hopefully you guys can see that. You see that there is a little slack, so when I'm going in washing, I can wash in there, but not so much that my locks are going to slip or bunch. I'll do one more and then I'm going to try and zoom through this off camera and then come back right when I start adding the shampoo in my hair. Being careful not to stab my locks with that clip. Fit in there, and then just make sure that it is a tight braid. Trying to be gentle and not pull too hard on the locks, but making the braid tight. You hear my little press-ons clicking together. And the little curlies. But it'll be interesting to see how my ends look after washing. haven't had any water on my hair in a month almost. So take it down as far as I can and then turning it up where just the braid is in the band. Whoop. They are colorful rubber bands, so you can actually see them when you're in your hair. I've seen some people say that they prefer to use barrettes on their ends when they braid and band. Some people use different types of rubber band. I think that's just the more experienced you are at braiding and banding your hair, you kind of see what works and what's easiest for you. So we'll see how this first washing goes and go from there. So there is my two. Hopefully you guys can see that. Try to get just the braid in there, and then my ends. This rubber band did something weird, but it'll be okay. My ends are here, and then the braid is here. So I am going to stop, and I'm going to go through, finish braiding and banding the rest of my hair, and then I will be back to show you guys actually how I shampoo it. See you in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I just finished my last braid. I'll have to pop the band on it. Looking a little like, what's that? It's a Charlotte, the little doll from Rugrats. Why, boom. But yes, all braided and banded. Got all the little babies in there. Got maybe a couple babies hanging out in the back. Okay, so from here, we're gonna get our Sisterlock shampoo. We have our misting bottle. I have my bottle, my misting. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Sisterlock shampoo in here. Apparently it is concentrated. Let's go stop right here. Apparently it's concentrated, so we only lose a little. Let's go with that. It's gonna be hard because apparently it does not give you the bubbles that you're used to. All right, so from what I was told by my consultant, I used all but 2 of these rubber bands, by the way. So you just mist your hair. Come on, mister, do your thing. There you go. Get it wet. And you just, whoop, 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 whoop. We're dripping. And then you just go in with your finger where you left that space and gently rub. Not with your fingernails, but with the base of your finger, and you rub. And then I'll go back through more thoroughly, but I just want to show you guys. Then you spray down the shaft of the hair and you rub it in one direction. So you're not going to do this motion because it can damage the lock. So you just rub it down the shaft of the hair and you go through each section doing that. So I will go through and I will spray each of my sections, rub it with my fingers, go down the shaft of each one. I'm supposed to do that twice. Then after that, I have to hop in the shower and rinse my hair out. So let me go through this process and I will be back. Okay, so here we are. My hair is saturated with the shampoo, with, they're not really being a lather. It's hard to say how clean my hair is. I still have to rinse it out, obviously, but I'm just trying to make sure I get my edges to get any of that, any residue that may have been in my hair from the edge control that I used a few weeks ago. But yeah, I don't really know with it. You know, we're used to seeing lather, so we'll see. Next I am going to get into the shower and rinse my hair. So from what I'm told, you can't just step in the shower like you normally would, because that can cause slippage to your locks. So you're supposed to use a big cup just to pour it on your hair to rinse out the Sisterlocks shampoo. And then after that, I will be drying my hair with an old black t-shirt. Shout out to Beta Club. I was in Beta Club when I was in what, elementary? I don't know, but I still have that shirt. So I'm gonna use that to dry my hair just to make sure I don't get any lint in my hair from towels. So yeah, this is what my hair braided, banded, and shampooed. And I will be getting in the shower to rinse out the Sisterlock shampoo. And I will likely pop these bands off and leave my hair braided to dry. Then after it's dry, then I will go through and do the separating of each of my locks just to make sure they aren't marrying together and they each stay separated. So yes, this is a journey. I think since the time I started, probably took me maybe 30 minutes to completely braid and band my hair, and another 20 minutes or so just to make sure I worked in the shampoo. And now I'm gonna get in the shower. You can either, like I said, use the pads of your fingers to get in there, or you can always also use the palm of your hand to get in there to get the shampoo worked in. So I'm dripping like crazy, but it's okay. I'm about to get in the shower, rinse my hair out, and then I will be back to show what my hair looks like after, and then me just popping these bands off, and I will leave the braids in for the rest of the night to dry. What I may do is also show you guys the separating process. I may take one down to separate it and then just braid it back up. So we'll see. I will see you guys in a second. All right, final step of this washing process. I did, when I got out of the shower, wrap my hair in a black t-shirt. So I'll take this off. All right, here are my locks. I did just ask my consultant, I sent her a message to see if I'm able to take the bands off while it's still drying, and she said yes. So what I'm gonna do is go through and just take off my bands, and then I'll do one section where I actually take down this braid to show you guys how I separate each lock. And then I'm gonna braid it back up because I want to keep the braids in while my hair is drying. So very gently unbraid the lock. Don't want to cause any damage to it. It's the first time my hair has been wet in a month, so we'll see how much shrinkage I get once it's dry. And then my retightening is tomorrow evening. Gentle, gentle, gentle. I know I have nails on, but I'm trying not to puncture my locks. So I'm trying to just gently untangle my ends. Little curlies. I hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing. With the rinse, I mean, it was pretty simple to rinse my hair out. I guess easier because there isn't a lot of lather or hardly any at all. So I did a couple rinses with the cup in warm water. So my consultant said she'll check my hair to see if I have any difficulties getting all of the shampoo out, especially out of the braided parts. So there's my hair post-wash. This will be the first time I see my hair in any type of braid out situation. So with the separating, each lock you're gonna go around to make sure that they aren't connected to one another. So take your fingernail and go around each and every lock to make sure they aren't attached to one another. So every single lock you're gonna go around after washing to separate them to make sure none of them are trying to hook up and get married. I told you guys, I don't remember which video it was, that my consultant told me I have between 500 and 525 locks. So my plan, we'll see if it happens, but my plan is to count my locks as I'm taking them out of my braids in the morning or later on this evening once my hair is completely dry. So I'm just going through, and for every section, every lock, separating them. And you're going around in a circular motion. And that's that. So pretty simple. Only tedious part of obviously braiding and banding is the braiding and banding part, because it does take time to make sure that you're getting the bands on properly. And I'll show you, you're able to get just the braid part. When you pull it, it should just pop the rubber band off, so it makes it easier. So I'll go through and take all my rubber bands off, let it air dry tonight, and then I'll either take my braids out tonight or in the morning and try and count my locks. So we'll see how that goes. So this was my first washing. I think my locks look very good at the month period. I mean, you can still see my grid very well. So it'll be interesting as I go throughout this process. But I've said it again, if you watch any of my Sisterlock videos, that I love my Sisterlocks. A very good experience. And even looking at the washing process, the fact that I did not have to spend time brushing and detangling my hair which results typically in a lot of breakage or hair loss. So I mean, yes, it takes time to braid and band your hair, but in the long run, you're doing yourself a service, just in the fact that you're not having to put all these products and deep conditioners and puddings and all this other stuff that I used to put on my hair, not having to detangle it and then try and figure out what to do with it afterwards. And then braiding and banding helps protect your investment. This was an investment, so I will follow the rules. If she tells me what I need to do, that is what I'm going to do to make sure that my hair is still continuing to look healthy and that my locks are doing well. So I'm going to braid this one back up. And like I said, pop the rest of these rubber bands off, and I'll just put them back into the little Ziploc for use the next time I wash my hair. And then I will update you guys on my retie tomorrow, let you guys know how that goes. That'll be my very first retightening, and I will let you know any feedback I receive from my consultant in regards to the condition of my locks. So that's it. I love you. If you haven't heard it today, I love you. Make up your mind today, let your beauty shine from the inside out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.